Pictured in this beautiful photograph is the Weimaraner Man Ray, posed opposite a clay sculpting table. Man Ray is posed in a relaxed, introspective position as if in deep thought. A pole extends, assumedly from the floor, through the tabletop to about a foot above it. At the point the pole transcends the table, a small piece of duct tape is wrapped around the pole. A small clay model of a dog head is affixed atop of the pole. Man Ray is ostensibly viewing the figure. The photograph is achromatic and lit from the approximate position of the viewer, casting light shadows on the back wall. In my view, it seems that Man Ray is in deep thought viewing his head in effigy. He seems to be thinking over his life and contemplating his future. The model is not yet completed, so the future seems open. He wonders what the figure will grow to look like. Will it be something he is proud to see, as he seems to be the subject of this divine caricature? Viewing Man Ray in this reflective pose, it is easy for the viewer to project themselves into the deep eyes of the animal and begin to reflect on their own life. How would a transcendent power model our life? What would a divine judge rule? I don't believe that people at the time of the photo would see the photo any differently than we do, not only because there is nothing in the photo that seems to suggest time, but because the content is timeless. Deep reflections on one's own life is perhaps one of the most prominent paths to growth and maturation. People of all times have engaged and will engage in this important activity. As I mentioned, the overwhelming feeling that I get from this work is one of introspection. I cannot help, when viewing this photo, of thinking on what has transpired in my life and what is still yet to come. I think of all my victories that I am proud of, and of all my defeats that I wish I could change. Mr. Wegman has given the photograph this mood by using black and white film and lighting what seems to allow the most self-reflective qualities of the dog to emerge. It must have taken some time to position Man Ray in such a relaxed stance. He is not only standing still, but has his head turned toward the object, with his mouth closed to assure the viewer that Man Ray is engaged with the sculpture. All of these factors contribute to the view that he is in deep reflection. This work of art is good because it is timeless. There are not many works of art that I've come across that make me look over my life so critically. This nudge towards contemplation does not feel forced in any way, however. The animal is not in any evident anguish over their thoughts the model has conjured, and neither is he elated. He simply invites you with those puppy dog eyes to join him in a look at the past. At the same time, concealed within the reflective view is the irony that a dog does not think as we do and cannot be, presumably, truly or effective over his life. A secondary interpretation of this work emerged after looking at the piece for a long period of time. I realized that the dog was not really looking at the object. It may not be clear in the digital photo, but a few of my peers confirm this. This seems to give a nod towards this second interpretation. Under this interpretation, one might begin to conceive of a message that says we are the only species that has the ability to have such a deep meditational experience on the past and are able to change the future. Why should we not engage in this reflective process, grow, and not squander this transcendent experience? On the whole, in the book Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth 101, the museum seems to agree with my first assessment, but acknowledges the absurdity of the proposition and the irony that Wegman conveys. In addition, there is a note that the title of the work parodies the title of one of Rembrandt's works, presumably Aristotle's Contemplating the Bust of Homer.